Welcome to my world history notes where I read from the book I wrote to teach homeschoolers world history. A Bible believer looks at world history. You can purchase the book on lulu.com, amazon.com, the Bible Baptist bookstore, or just follow me here. And if you would, subscribe to my channel. So we're talking about we're in World War II, closing up the first, my book will continue after I get to the end of my book with special topics. So when Goering's Luftwaffe came close to breaking England's back, it had destroyed 450 British planes and killed or injured 231 pilots. The Battle of Britain was affected also by the Brits' use of the new radar and their concentration of forces in the right areas to repel Luftwaffe attacks. When the Luftwaffe bombed London, the RAF staged a night raid on Berlin, Germany. Although damage was small, the psychological effect was enormous. Germany was not invincible. The raid was repeated and other German cities were struck. Hitler and Goering, as it is said, in a blind rage at that point where the British air defense was about to be eliminated and victory obtained, ordered the Luftwaffe to bomb London with Germany's own version of shock and awe. So they were winning. They were winning the battle by attacking the British Air Force and the airfields. And then in anger, they decided to attack the cities, which was a big mistake and spelled the end of the loss. It was foretold the loss of their battle. Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory would become a common thing for Hitler's forces in the coming years due to arrogance and uncontrolled anger. British Fighter Command was also able to focus its remaining forces due to the German single-mindedness of the aerial bombardment of London, which reached a crescendo on September 15, 1940, when 1,000 bombers and 700 fighters swept the city in wave after wave. By nightfall, the British Air Force had shot down twice as many German planes as it had lost. The Germans had to stop daytime raids as a result of their heavy losses. The British Bomber Command retaliated and destroyed 1/10 of the barges collected in France and the Low Countries of Belgium and Holland for the invasion of England. Hitler canceled Operation Sea Lion, which had been scheduled for September 27, 1940. The determination of a basically defeated nation had saved it from conquest. The aerial assaults tapered off and the last daylight raid took place on September 30th. The Battle of Britain had been won by the RAF, and Churchill said, quote, "Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few," unquote. 1,733 German airplanes had been shot down compared to 915 British. Then in November 1940, the Luftwaffe attacked London and Coventry until May of 1941. This event was called the Blitz, and 43,000 civilians were killed and 51,000 British citizens were wounded. Now we're going to talk about the Battle of the Atlantic next, very important theater of operation. And I hope you'll study world history. You don't have to agree with me. You might even say I've made an error about a fact or something. With my conclusions, I'm a Bible believer. If you're a Muslim, atheist, Hindu, Catholic, whatever, you're not going to agree with me. But the important thing for me is that you're studying world history. And we'll continue next time. Thank you.